You know that thing where you have a super important deadline and instead of working on it, you somehow end up watching videos about how penguins sleep? Yeah, that's not laziness. That's your brain being, well, kind of a jerk. I'm about to blow your mind with what's actually happening up there. So here's the thing. We've been calling procrastination laziness for way too long, but lazy people don't feel guilty about not doing stuff. They just don't do it and move on with their lives. Procrastinators? We're over here having full mental breakdowns about the thing we're not doing while simultaneously doing everything except that thing. That's not lazy. That's psychological warfare against ourselves. So what's really going on? First up, fear, but not the kind of fear where you're worried about getting eaten by a bear. This is way sneakier. We're talking about fear of not being good enough, fear of being judged, fear of being successful. Wait, what? Fear of success? Yeah, that's a real thing. Success means expectations. Expectations mean pressure. Pressure means, well, more chances to disappoint people. Your brain goes, you know what? Let's just stay here where it's safe and reorganize our Spotify playlist for the 47th time. Here's the kicker. Procrastination feels like avoiding the task, but you're actually avoiding the feelings the task might bring up. Your brain is like an overprotective parent. Honey, don't do that scary thing. Here, watch this TikTok instead. Now let's talk about perfectionism. Procrastination's evil twin. Perfectionists don't procrastinate because they don't care. They procrastinate because they care too much. The logic goes something like this. If I don't start, I can't fail. And if I wait until the last minute, then if it's not perfect, I can blame the time crunch instead of my abilities. It's like genius-level self-sabotage. I once knew someone who spent 3 hours picking the perfect font for a presentation instead of actually writing the presentation. The font, as if Comic Sans was going to make or break their career. But here's what perfectionism really is. It's a way to stay in control. If you never finish anything, no one can judge the final result. You're basically holding your own work hostage. All right. Time for some brain science that'll make you feel better about your life choices. Your brain runs on dopamine. That's your motivation juice. When you think about doing a big important task, your brain calculates, this is hard, it'll take forever, and the reward is way off in the future. Meanwhile, scrolling social media gives you tiny dopamine hits every few seconds. It's like your brain is comparing a marathon to a bag of candy. Guess which one wins? But here's the thing. People with ADHD, depression, or anxiety often have wonky dopamine systems. So for them, procrastination isn't a character flaw. It's literally their brain chemistry saying, nope, can't compute this right now. It's like trying to start a car with a dead battery and then being mad at yourself for not being able to drive to work. There's this concept called the Instant Gratification Monkey. Basically, there's a part of your brain that just wants to feel good right now. This monkey doesn't care about your future self. Your future self can deal with the consequences. Present self wants to watch YouTube videos about people making tiny food. The only thing that can override this monkey is the panic monster. That's the part of your brain that shows up when deadlines are breathing down your neck. But here's the plot twist. Some people's panic monster is broken. Maybe they've been in chronic stress for so long that their alarm system is burnt out. Or maybe they're so afraid of failing that even the panic monster can't motivate them. All right, so what do we do about all this? First, stop calling yourself lazy. You're not lazy. You're dealing with some complex psychological stuff, and beating yourself up only makes it worse. Second, make tasks less scary. Break that mountain into tiny pebbles. Instead of write the report, try open the document. That's it. Your brain can handle opening a document. Third, forgive yourself for being human. Seriously, self-compassion isn't touchy-feely nonsense. It's scientifically proven to reduce procrastination. Fourth, fix your environment. If you're trying to work while your phone is right there, you're basically trying to diet while sitting in a candy store. Look, procrastination isn't a moral failing. It's your brain trying to protect you in the most annoying way possible. The goal isn't to never procrastinate again. That's just setting yourself up for more perfectionism. The goal is to understand what's happening and be a little kinder to yourself in the process. Because honestly, you're probably not as broken as you think you are. You're just human, and that's actually pretty okay. If this helped you feel less terrible about yourself, hit that subscribe button. We're making psychology less scary, one stick figure at a time. What topic should we tackle next? Let me know in the comments.